from Sportsnet because Doug deferred. But Nick, just Game 7, obviously big moment. What was your day like today? Any different than any other? Did you kind of look out the window and think you need to do the lawn? Like, what was a bit of your day going into a pretty big moment?
It was pretty similar, Michael. Really. I mean, I think you would tend to think that this is in a long coaching career. This is like really biggest ever moment. But I think back to, when I was getting ready to coach the Manchester Giants versus the Birmingham Bullets back in 2000. It meant a lot to me in that moment. I can't imagine it meaning any more. And I've had a lot of those times in my career, and it feels similar.
Anyone else? Go back to Mike.
If you were to take an over-under on shots made by Danny, Serge, and Mark, like what would be a number that you would like to look at after the game and go?
I don't think I'm allowed to talk about that kind of stuff, Michael. But we want our good shooters shooting the ball. We want them to be confident, right? And we want to move the ball and get, the best looks possible. Better looks, more attempts, more makes.
To John, Coach, who's in the middle of course of the weekend.
Coach John Sherman, NBA coach. You look back at 6 games of data from this series. What stands out to you, or what do you think is the most important thing that you've looked at as far as the numbers from this series so far?
Well, again, I think it's a little bit of a weird series to look at those, right? This series might be leading the history of the NBA playoffs in garbage time, right? With 4 games that there's a lot of play that didn't matter much, right? So it's hard to look at the raw numbers sometimes. But again, we our concerns, coming into the series with their size and the rebounding, that remains the same. And again, talked a little bit about it yesterday. I think we have to make some shots. I think they're doing some things to plug up the lane with Embiid. They're doing some things to crowd Kawhi Leonard, and the shots have been there, and we need to make them.
Go to Ryan, third row on the left, Coach.
Hey, Coach Ryan, Austin Belcher. There's some keys defense where you guys are really locked in and just there. Their games. And I think that magical button is you guys locked in consistently yet.
Well, I don't know. I just think again. I keep saying this is a very talented team we're playing, right, with a tremendous amount of offensive firepower, especially in their starting unit. And we talked about that coming into the series, that any one of them can get you for 30, and there's not a lot of teams that have that, right? So we've done some good nights, right, of great defense and really bothered them, and there were some nights we weren't very good. And I think we understand that a lot of that stuff comes to effort, right? It comes to focus, matchups, desire. I guess that's the same as effort, and then it gets to the schemes, right? And the schemes got to be good too, right? All those things got to be good.
Go to Bruce.
Nick, Bruce Arthur, Toronto Star. In the games where you guys have made those open shots, where it's generally been the games you've won, have you seen anything in watching them again about how you're generating them, whether it's the ball movement, rhythm,
Yeah, I mean, I think a little bit of it always, everybody always uses the word pace, right? And I think a lot of people kind of tend to think that means playing super fast, like up the floor and shooting quickly sometimes. Well, we talked about our pace in the half court, right? That I think the games that the shots were better and maybe going in. First of all, our defensive effort was better in those games as well, and I think it translated to offense. But I think our pace in the half court was just crisper, right? It was more speed of cuts. It was translated to a little better rhythm, right, which translated to a little better shots.
Dave McMenamin, ESPN, just to kind of cut through the tension of the moment, all the X and O stuff. A question I think probably a lot of us are wondering about. What's the deal with the hat? What's the story behind the hat you're wearing?
It's my 2 initials on there, right? There's 4 total in production right now. I don't know if I should tell the story. Can I tell the story? JQ, I need to ask you if it's okay. Well, I had earlier in the year, I had a Travis Matthews hat, and their logo is kind of a T on top of an M. And the Nike guy says, "Why are you wearing that Travis Matthews hat? It looks like NN anyway." So he handed me this NN hat. It's all black. I can wear it with anything, and it fits real good, convenient. And then, like I said, there's 4 total out there.
Follow up?
Thanks for indulging. It's okay. I feel kind of silly indulging that. But.
Last call, anyone? Josh?
I don't know how I follow that. Josh Lindbergh, TSN. Hello, Nick.
For Josh.
For some of those guys at the back end of the rotation who haven't performed well in the series, or at least not consistently, do you have a number in your head in terms of minutes, how long you throw them out for in the first half before you make a call of whether or not it's working for them or not?
Not really, Josh. I don't think there's a number there. I think it is again, I kind of always take this same approach. I know it's a little bit different in a game like this, but I kind of always take the approach of, here's your opportunity, right? And if that few minutes goes well, it could extend as long as you want it to extend. It really could. I think you've been around here enough and have seen that happen before, where guys would play 15 straight off the bench or 18 straight maybe off the bench when they really come in and impact the game. And again, I think a lot of it's situational too. You don't know about again matchups. You don't know again about foul trouble. You don't know again about how well the guys in front of them are playing sometimes too, right? Let's hope usually it's good problems when you got like 7 guys you want on the floor once, right? And let's hope that's the case tonight. Or 8 or 9.
At the back.
Sarah Sophie, Yahoo Sports. Just to take you back to Mike's question there about it not feeling all that different, what do you think that's a result of? Is there an effort to shut out noise or to...
No, I just think that it goes like this. I mean, when 20 years ago, when I'm coaching, it was the world to me. When I'm 4 years ago in 1996, I'm coaching the Birmingham Bullets versus the London Towers in the title game. It was the world to me. It meant everything to me. And I've been through it a bunch of times. There's been a lot of championship games, a lot of different teams. So.
Thanks very much, everyone.
Okay.